Our special guest.
Schmarko. Have you ever seen a dog fuck a chick?
A couple of times.
Yeah?
Mm-hmm.
That's how they get down in Wasco or what?
No, that's just like on the internet. You just come
internet?
across it sometimes.
Where do you coming across this on the internet?
Are you not like just like Facebook, Twitter, 4chan,
Facebook?
Reddit? You haven't seen like gore videos or like fucked up shit like no?
I haven't.
On Facebook?
I haven't been on Facebook for a while, so I don't.
No, I haven't seen a dog fuck a chick. I've seen like
You've never seen a dog fuck a chick?
I've seen like in real life like a dog hump a girl, like hump a girl's leg or something, but I've never seen a dog full blown fuck a chick.
No, yeah, they get wild, dog. They come out.
Dog.
They come out in like mittens.
Cause it's too hot outside.
No, because so that way they don't scratch the chick. I think.
Wait, like it's set up.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Sounds like the donkey shows.
Yeah. It's weirdo shit.
What the fuck? How are they gonna scratch the chick? Just like holding on to her?
Yeah, because when they like hop on and like mount them, they're like, they like get at their hips and shit. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, so they
Yeah.
fucking thrust into them.
Yeah. So like
Do you realize dogs kind of Marco?
I never really thought about that, but thank you for
Think about it. Like dogs bust kind of quick.
they do.
Like no wonder why girls call us dogs, dude.
But they fuck quick. They're powerful.
Yeah, they're super powerful.
Yeah. Like they're going like it's like the like. But see, you gotta think for a dog, like they don't know when the next time they're gonna get some pussy.
They just gotta hit it and quit.
They're just shooting until that's it.
Yeah.
I think
they got more stamina though. I think though, it's like they could keep going. Like they could get two nuts off back to back.
You think so?
I
don't
know
know,
so.
dude.
I know so, dog.
After I saw a dog bust a nut, that dude looked like he was drained.
Nah.
He was just hanging like by his water bowl.
Do you think the teenage version of you would be able to beat a dog in a coming contest?
Like come fastest or come?
Yeah, like come the most amount of times over like a
Oh yeah,
duration of time.
Dog will blow me, dude. I'm good for one.
Really?
Good for one nut, yeah.
No, but I'm talking teenage you, like prime of masturbation.
Good for.
Hey, this was a little
jerking
hot.
off. Yeah, we'll turn him down a little bit.
Oh.
That's his
That's
headphones.
his headphones. That's my headphones, actually. Nah, I know. Prime me jerking off. I don't know, maybe.
Hey, when you were growing up, did you ever get in like competitions to like with your buddies to like see who could jerk off the most in a day?
No,
No,
never.
That was just me and my friends.
I've never done that.
They
Not
didn't.
like actively like, all right, go, and then like we're like, it's like we're all like collectively
We're
at our
playing
own
Icky
houses.
Cookie.
Have you jerked off in front of like in a room full of dudes?
No.
Have you, Marco?
No one's ever seen me naked.
Okay. I find it weird that like I don't.
Oh, that was the wrong one. I want to do this one. Oh yeah, that one. Yeah, that one.
You got it eventually.
I feel like the jerking off in a room full of dudes is super weird. Like
Oh,
guys
really?
who do that are super weird.
Well, okay, like I think grown men that do that are super weird.
What, the guys like on gangbangs?
But like that's like weird.
Well, so like kids are cool to do that?
Well, like I mean, like
past a certain age, it just gets kind of weird.
well, like when
guys.
you first find porn, dude, it's like
It's
I mean,
different.
it's different for
in a
you.
room full of other people.
It's a little different for you guys. You're 18.
Wait, did you jack off in a room full of other
No,
people?
Look, you don't get it, dude. You don't get it. All right.
Oh my
It was-
God.
Oh, back in the day, it was like one VHS tape.
Yes, it was
for one TV.
Yeah, like you didn't have like the best that you had maybe was if you had like a dope internet connection was like you could watch a Bang Bros 8-second trailer.
Mm-hmm.
That was like the tip.
I remember
of the
when
iceberg. That was like the peak of the iceberg.
I remember when Pornhub wasn't free.
Yeah, like,
I remember when Pornhub was not free.
Yeah, like my I had an older brother, and like I would go like digging through his closet and shit, and he had like Emmanuel in Space, which is like this chick is like softcore porn,
Emmanuel
or whatever, you know.
Uh-huh.
And it was like a whole series. He had like Emmanuel in Space 7 or something,
What
you know
the
what I mean?
fuck?
And it was like it's like softcore shit, you know. But like that's what you had.
Did you ever see like what was your first experience with porn?
Try not to talk it so like in like fucking like
Yeah, you could
Oh,
back off a
sorry.
little bit, like
I-
if you hang out.
My hands just kind of.
No, you're
Yeah, you
fine.
could touch it, just don't fucking.
Don't like be like fucking nuts up on it, you know what I mean?
Yeah, like a fist away or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
you're good right there. I'll fuck with adjust if
Yeah,
you
like
need
a
to.
fist away from your mouth,
Okay.
like right there. You know?
Yeah.
What was the question?
What was like your first porn experience?
So I remember I was watching Family Guy. And Peter drank a bunch of Red Bull or something, and he like started milking a cow, and the cow's udders lit on fire. And they're like, it's a funny thing. Oh, that's weird because Red Bull makes you get crazy. And then like his son Chris comes running out of the bedroom with his dick on fire. And I was like, why is his dick on fire? And then I thought about it, and I remember like all the masturbation jokes.
Yeah.
Like, oh, he was masturbating. That's how you do it. You just like milking a cow. So I was like, okay, I'll try that out. I guess I guess I need to be aroused by something as well. Let me look up porn. I looked up boobies and titties, and I just tried jacking off, but I didn't, like, nothing happened. Like, I just wasn't interested in it for a while. But then it was on my mind for like the next week or so. Like, I was just thinking about it at school all day. Like, why? Like, what apparently people do it so often, and like people's entire lives are dictated by this feeling of like nutting in something, you know? Like, I don't understand why I don't feel it. So I like dedicated a whole Saturday to
cleared your schedule.
I cleared no, for real. Like, I made this an event. Like, I showered. I locked my door. I put like my laundry bin in front of my door, and I put like all my towels like underneath.
Put a good suit on.
Like I was soundproofing everything.
With a candle.
I had like.
He took his dick out to a steak dinner. Keep going.
Fucking chicken nugget and French fry dinner. Well, I looked up. I think I looked up lesbian porn or something. I don't know why I looked up lesbians.
Because you're a lesbian.
I guess I'm a lesbian.
Yeah, you're Rosie O'Donnell.
I'm Rosie O'Donnell. So I just was like watching it, and I just kept like jerking, and I didn't like get any like satisfaction for like actually jerking my wiener. So I just kept watching and idly like jerked my wiener, and I wasn't feeling anything. And I was like, oh, okay, like, oh wait, now I'm starting to feel something. What is that? And then
your sexual awakening.
I started screaming and sobbing because I thought that Satan had just entered my body and he was gonna rape me. I prayed to God.
Did you grow up really?
No, I didn't. I was like, my parents never forced any sort of religious stuff on me. I got really, because I hadn't felt anything like that powerful before, I guess, like as a kid. Because I was 11. I eat Cheetos and watch fucking cartoons. And then I feel like the fucking power of a blast of nut, like on fucking Brandy Love and Lisa Ann's tits. Like, what am I supposed to?
Fuck, that's great.
So anyways,
this power came over.
I pray to God, and I'm like, I swear to God,
I will never touch it again.
I will never touch my wiener. I will never even look at my wiener. I will go to church every Sunday. I swear. Please protect me. Please save me. Please don't let Satan take me. Please, oh God, please. And then I fell asleep. And then later that day at school, I was thinking about it, and I was like, I kind of felt good though. So I went back home because I.
Chasing the dragon, baby.
Chasing the dragon, right? And I did it again. I was like, wow. You know, God, I think I'm going to retract my previous statement or prayer.
He's like, look, man, hell don't look too bad right now.
Honestly, hell kind of lit. And I pretty much haven't not masturbated since.
Like, you haven't jerked off?
He hasn't
okay.
stopped. He hasn't
stopped since 11.
Yeah.
I'm still doing it right now.
Yeah. Nice, dude. Well,
I found a way to use my foreskin to contract and retract, so it's like jerking my wiener off by like using
like
my foreskin.
idly masturbating.
Yeah,
I know.
That's why I'm so happy all the time.
That's a good move right there, dude. That's funny that you made that statement that you prayed to fucking God. It's like, I would never do that again. And then all of a sudden you're like, you know, fuck this shit. I remember I was trying to make this a bit for the longest time, but it never worked for me. Nobody prays harder than a guy who accidentally nutted in a chick. Nobody believes in God faster than that guy. Like, I don't know if you can relate, but I don't know if Julian can relate either. Where like you nut in a chick and you're like, and she's like, I'm late on my period.
Give a fuck.
And then
dog.
I remember I was 16, 17, and I nutted in this chick.
Sounds
it
like
was
a
by accident.
Sounds like a personal problem.
I wasn't like a
But
guy.
also, hey, you had sex like at a normal age. I didn't start having sex till I was 20.
I had sex at like 16. That was the first time I ever had sex.
Yeah, I didn't start having sex till I was 20. So like at that point, I was like,
Fucking
I had
loser.
a job and shit like that. You know what I mean? And hey, I made up for it though, dog.
Yeah,
You don't gotta worry
virgin.
about that, dog. I made up for that shit.
His years have passed.
Yeah, I'm already retired.
He has
dog.
multiple illegitimate sons.
He's Gandalf of fucking, actually.
fucking Walter White of having kids.
I put up LeBron numbers in fucking the quarter of the time. All
You
right?
put
You know?
LeBron numbers up in grams.
Yeah.
Dude, actually, that was a good one. He actually fucking been only fucking for 9 years. Julian's only really been fucking for 9 years.
8 years.
Why?
I have three. I was supposed to have 3 kids. I only got 1, maybe 4. I got like maybe 100 body count. You know, I stopped counting after a while.
It's
You
like
know?
he opened up the floodgates.
When
of
did you
lineage.
start doing drugs for the first time?
When I was like weed.
Anything?
I mean, drinking. I started drinking in high school. I started drinking my sophomore year, going into. No, I started drinking my freshman year, going into sophomore year, and then I started partying a lot sophomore year, junior year, senior year, and then I just kept partying.
You were like not like into like drugs before then, or like
No,
there was nothing?
I mean, alcohol is a drug, but I used to drink hardcore, dude. Like fucking drink like a lot. And I never really got at bitches or nothing like that. I was just curious, like, oh, is there a beer pong table there? You know, like.
You were going to parties just like, yo, are we getting fucked up?
That's for real. Like I could send because that's how I grew up. Like was like my family. I grew up around men. And the men weren't. They didn't have like girls around them. They were playing poker and drinking. That's how I grew up. That's why rolling dice and shit. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? That's what I thought was a good time.
You just didn't see the after the poker playing the
Yeah, because
the trying to make out and like go fuck a chick.
Yeah, because my dad would take me home, and you know who knows what all because my dad was a good guy. And
After
shit.
the game is when the
Yeah.
real shit happens with the women.
Yeah,
that's really what happens.
You know, but like my dad would take me home and shit. Like, and that's why I was like, so I was like kicking
So
it,
cute.
partying and shit, and doing all that shit. And then I started smoking weed. I smoked a little bit of weed freshman year, a little bit of weed sophomore year. Then I started smoking more weed like junior, senior year, like, but not really crazy, like just like on the weekends. But then when I graduated, I started smoking a bunch of weed.
I think the best story you told me was when you guys went to.
Oh yeah.
What was that?
So what movie was it?
Yeah.
So you know how you got like that wax pen right there, dude, and it's easily obtainable at any time, and you could just get them in little carts. So I had a med card here. I got a medical card, and there was like you could get hash, you could get weed, but you couldn't get any dab or oils. You had to go to LA to get that shit, and it was called a G pen, and you would get wax that was terribly made. It was BHO, butane hash oil. It was collapsing people's lungs because they weren't purging it properly. It was a different era, but it was like basically the butane would freeze off the terps on the weed or whatever, and it would freeze them off and knock them off, and you would have the oil, right? So you would get that, and it would be like globs, it would be like boogers and shit, and you would put it in the G pen, and it would have a coil in there, and it would like you go and you'd smoke it. So me and my homies went down to LA like specifically just to do that shit, and we went down to Santa Clarita or Valencia.
Yeah, Valencia.
Went to Valencia, or we maybe went a little farther and then came back to Valencia because they got an IMAX theater there and a Buca de Beppo. A Buca de Beppo, I don't know if you know, is like a family Italian restaurant. It's dope. It's like you order like a big old thing and it's like for the family, like a big old thing of lasagna or whatever the fuck, right? So me and 2 other guys went there to Buca de Beppo and we ordered like a fucking 7, like something for 7 people for 3 people. And the guy's like, oh, that's way too much food. That's way too much food or whatever. You're not going to be able to finish that. And we're like, bet, dog. And we had the weed pen and we're like, fucking, look how fucking cool we are, you know?
Like we're smoking inside this Buca de Beppo.
Because that was like unheard of. People weren't doing shit like that, you know what I mean? This is back in like 2000.
Like 14, 13?
12 or 13, like 12 or 13.
So they weren't like saying shit about you smoking.
They
either,
couldn't.
right?
They couldn't
They
tell.
didn't know.
They couldn't tell because it was like so low key. You know what I mean?
And back then, those weed pens, like they stunk, but they didn't smell like weed.
Yeah, it didn't smell like weed. It smelled like wax, like how wax smells now. You know, and it don't smell like weed. It smells like spicy almost. You know what I mean? And a table sit next to us of like 8, right? And they're like, oh, I don't know how much to order, and they're seeing us eat, you know, the table, and our same waiter is their waiter, and he goes, all right, well, you see those guys right there, and we're like done eating. He goes, that's a lot of food. He goes, that right there is enough for you guys. He goes, that right there is enough for you guys.
It's enough for a normal family.
Yeah. And then after we went and saw Men in Black 3 in IMAX and promptly fell asleep through the whole movie.
Just just falling asleep in a movie theater.
Yeah, and like just fucking smoke it and just promptly knock the fuck out. Woke up at the end of the movie, like, oh shit, dog. That
The
movie,
lights are on.
That movie sucked.
Yeah, you fell asleep through it, motherfucker. It didn't suck.
It's actually pretty.
Go to the movies and like see like a terrible movie, and then just leave in the middle of it. I hate going to a movie and then leaving in the middle of it.
I think
I've done it a few times.
I like to commit, but I've been forced to only once. I had this friend who was dating this girl. And girls are girls and annoying and fucking whatever. And me and this friend would always go to the movies just because like we had nothing else to do. And it was around the time that the Slender Man movie was coming out. Do you guys remember that movie? Do you guys know what Slender Man is?
yeah.
Well, the movie was made like 10 years too late. No one cares about Slender Man.
Yeah, wasn't it like a mockumentary?
No, it was like a...
Oh, no, the HBO had a documentary.
Yeah, that was like the good Slender Man movie.
Yeah.
But this one was like the trying to be serious Slender Man movie.
Yeah. Way too late. I remember seeing the trailer for it, and I was like, yeah, this is like when I was in middle school cool.
Yeah. I would have sat through the rest of it because I commit to a movie whenever I start it. But, you know, the girl was complaining, so we had to leave. And
I remember...
Fucking bitches.
Remember when they
Shit.
remade Godzilla?
the
And,
2001? Or
It was like the 2010s one.
Oh,
One of them.
with Bryan Cranston?
Somebody, yeah.
Mm.
But I remember and like that one actually turned out pretty okay. Like it was all right, not bad. Because it starts so slow in the beginning. Me and all my homies promptly got up and left, and like right when the shit started going down, like we left and heard everything going on, like the fighting scene starting, and we just didn't turn back around because like, well, that movie sucked. And we just went to Denny's and ordered like that was when they had the 2468 going on.
Yeah.
Dude, we used to go to Denny's and just smash the $4 all you can eat pancakes. I swear to God, like me and my homies were responsible for Denny's having to get rid of that because we would eat so many pancakes where it was like they would cut us off. Like you're done. There was another time when we went to Denny's. That was like all we had. Like past 10 o'clock because everything would close at 10 o'clock, and that's the only thing that was left open was Denny's.
Was it open 24 hours?
Yeah.
Okay.
That was the only thing left open would be Denny's, and we would go. And I remember the time my homie took like 3 Xanaxes, and like he was already drinking or whatever and smoking the whole time, and we went to Denny's and that fool like was in the bathroom and fell asleep.
Yeah.
For some reason, whenever someone's fucked up in a bathroom, the floor with my homies, the floor always was soaked.
Yeah.
Don't know why. The floor is always soaked. Like they took water from the sink and just poured it onto the ground. Always. And it always irritated me. I was like, why is the ground wet right now?
Yeah.
And they're always like never had their pants on. Pants were always off, but their shoes was always stayed on.
Yeah.
So it was always weird to me. But that was one of the times I remember that fool came back walking to the table, and his fucking pants were like around his like hips, or not even his hips, like his thighs, and his like boxers all out and shit. And then I remember the waitress was like, "Is your friend okay?" Dude, he came back. So all his food was gone. I started eating it. They were like, "Bro, you just ate all of Nick's food." I was like, he wasn't gonna eat it. He's too fucked up. Made him pay for it too.
That's fucked up, dog.
Yeah.
That's
Take
a
his
scumbag
wallet?
move.
Nah, he fucking. We told him, hey, dude, you need to give this girl money. Fucking pay for your shit. I think we took like the $10 out of his wallet and just paid for it.
Yeah, it was $4.
Yeah, some shit like that. But we just left the 10 and bounced.
I think the only movie I ever almost walked out of was the Avatar: The Last Airbender movie that was directed by M. Night Shyamalan.
Oh, really?
Yeah, like I remember like sitting there and being like pumped for it. I go, this is fucking terrible. But like I sat through the whole thing.
Oh, man. I remember my stepdad had us get up and leave semi-pro.
Really?
I was pissed.
Semi-pro is pretty garbage.
Into it. But it's goofy garbage.
Yeah.
He like wasn't into it, so he
Yeah.
made everybody get up and leave. And I was like, this was just getting good.
I mean, it doesn't really get good.
They just traded what's his name, Woody Harrelson.
I wouldn't walk out of it, but you know, like I would.
It wasn't walkout worthy. He just got up and left. He was like, he just wasn't in the mood.
Yeah, you got
This
mad.
is stupid. Yeah. It's a Will Ferrell movie. Like, what do you expect? It's not going to be great.
That's one of the worst Will Ferrell movies.
Yeah,
though, I
oh,
think.
yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Like, I give it to him. Like, yeah, it was a terrible movie, but it wasn't Let's Leave the Now
Hey,
terrible.
didn't Will Ferrell do a movie in Spanish?
Yeah, Casa de mi Padre.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was actually like an okay movie. It wasn't like goofy though.
Did you go watch it with your grandma or what?
No, like I remember.
That would be funny to put it on like in a Mexican household, like casually, you know, and just
And he
like see
just-
how long they've noticed.
Oh yeah, he's just speaking full blown casual Spanish
Yeah.
too. I remember watching it with my dad on HBO or some shit,
Uh-huh.
and my dad was all like impressed that Will Ferrell's Spanish was pretty good.
Yeah,
He was like, his Spanish is all right.
that's funny. That's funny as fuck.
All right, Marco.
What?
I don't know. Just tell us about your work history.
No, so yeah, what do you think, dude? So for those of you that don't know, Schmarco, Marco, Tony Martin's 20 years in the past, 40 years maybe. He is the first bad neighbor intern.
And the only bad neighbor intern.
First and only bad neighbor intern. How do you feel about that?
That's cool.
I'm gonna choke this kid.
What is being the bad neighbor intern mean to you?
My parents are gonna ask me if I get paid, and I kind of need to tell them something. So I guess that's kind of how I feel about.
Well, what are you gonna tell him?
Yeah, but I spend it on food or something. I don't know,
Well,
or gas. Or
to be
mythical
fair,
lie.
none of us get paid.
Yeah, none of us make
that
money for this.
that's what I was. That's what I would explain to them if I actually had to.
Yeah.
That you guys aren't making money off of this. But I'm assuming eventually, when you guys do make money, I'll get like reparations. And maybe even a
What are you, a
bonus.
slave right
No,
now?
no, but even a bonus because I came on board before I even had a career. I risked wasting years of my life helping you guys and you guys crashing into the ground. But I there was no insurance that you guys were going to get big and I was going to get any sort of monetary profit. I'm at a loss here trying to help you
Yeah,
guys.
so are we.
Because I wanted. Yeah, I know. Yeah.
Yeah, but
no,
so
no.
are we.
No, yeah,
and
I know.
but we have fucking skin in the game.
No, yeah, I know. I agree. Yeah,
Your barrier for entry was like, hey, come over.
exactly.
All
I know. But like,
So why the fuck do you get reparations?
because I want money.
But
Yeah, we all want money.
well, yeah, but like obviously, like we all get on a salary. You get on it too.
Yeah. It's all part of the game. You ain't gonna be a fucking intern
Well, exactly.
forever.
Well. You know, see, that's why I'm here.
Well,
That's why
you're
I'm
in-
here. That's
you're
the bet. That's the bet I'm betting on.
You're in college, right?
No,
No, you graduated college, or you
No.
dropped out.
I didn't go to college.
Why didn't you go?
How old are you?
20.
Why didn't you go to college?
I didn't want to.
Okay, no, that's fair. Sorry, I didn't mean that. Like, because I wonder if we could possibly, like, in the future or whatever, you know, like, work out like a college credit. Like,
Oh, that'd be pretty cool.
like, you know, like you could do college credit.
I think we would have to get accredited somehow.
I mean, fucking Barstool Sports is fucking. They have interns and shit for college credits. Like,
Do they?
yeah, it's like it's like
It's a communications degree.
no, it's about like a journalism.
I thought it was like a communications.
Journalism, something like that, right? It's the same kind of aspect.
Like media.
Yeah,
I
like
guess.
Yeah,
but that's
okay.
what this could be too. It could be like, you know, like a video editing or something. You know, like creative writing. You know,
Public speaking, I guess, also.
but you know, like
Right, 'cause I would have to. Oh, go ahead.
I think it would be something like in the theater department or something like in the arts.
Probably.
You know what I mean? And like you could have like, you know,
CSUB would definitely let us.
Could
take
you
a couple of their
imagine?
students?
That'd be dope.
And we're
dude.
just harassing them the whole time.
That'd be dope. No, it just would be.
You got.
It would be dope, dude.
I think there would probably
You
have to
pay-
be some HR thing because you guys have threatened to molest me and Nathaniel multiple
Yo,
times.
shut up, dude. The fuck you mean? Nathaniel never gets offered to get molested.
And we
Right, you guys
never-
don't threaten. You promise.
no,
We never. No,
We've never.
You commit.
Nobody.
mentioned-
My
We
name is
don't
Marco
molest-
Espinoza. I was born on June 12, 2002. I was born in Delano, California. I am of sound mind. Please assist me. I am
That's
being
not-
held captive by these two men. I'm really, really scared. They told me I would get college credits. They said I would be. I'm joking.
First of all, anybody born out of Delano isn't sound-minded.
And second
That's
of all, nobody wants to molest this kid.
Dude, I wish.
He's built like a sack of flour.
Dude, I remember thinking all the time
like
as
an
a kid, like
expired fucking sack of
yeah,
flour.
not even in a good bag.
I just like I.
Go ahead, spit it out.
So Marco, I'm real quick. How are you gonna feel if we go on the road and we need you to go on the road with us? Are you willing to take extensive weeks?
I don't have gas money. So I
We
wouldn't
don't
be-
either. I'm saying like if
No,
we're
but like
going,
I don't have like I wouldn't be able to go literally because I don't have enough.
no,
gas
we're
to-
going on like obviously it's like we're gonna pack out like
Like a
because you
van.
drive a van, don't you?
Yeah.
Yeah. So like
He
we're like,
drives a
hey,
van?
dude, yeah.
How many people does it fit comfortably? Like with luggage in the back
Can you fit Bad Neighbor in there? The 4 Bad Neighbor.
Yeah, so
talent
four
members.
guys for sure.
and sound equipment.
And sound
Five,
equipment.
6. About like
And
seven,
luggage.
6 or 7 people, I would say.
Oh, and luggage.
And luggage, 6 then.
That'd be
That's
dope.
perfect.
Yeah,
There's only 5 of
so
us.
it's probably it's a.
Plus, we could take a
Um,
opener
Is it a 3-2-2 setup? Is that what it is, or is it?
from the back. From the
Oh,
back
yeah,
going forward.
Yeah. Mhm.
Yeah.
3-2-2.
Yeah.
And then luggage in the back.
And then luggage all
And
the way in the
if
trunk.
we don't need the like extra back row seats, we could put it down and like it spreads out to like a little stage,
bed.
Yeah.
like a little bed, and it has like an incline. Like if I was thinking about going on the road, just like being a hobo and living in my car, because like you could like have an incline if
It's on
you
brand.
if you lay down the like other set of chairs.
Yeah.
So like it's like
Yeah,
a
like
it's like a recliner.
Yeah.
It's that seems chill as fuck. Like I just like live and I can. It's like if I was like a robot that could travel
Modern-
at incredibly fast speeds.
You're a modern day hippie,
Oh,
not a robot.
That could travel at fast.
right. Because like it's like I'm a cyborg if I'm basically living out of my car. In
No,
like another,
you're homeless.
You're just homeless.
you guys just have a really negative outlook on all. this.
Yeah, we do.
No, there's nothing
He's all-
wrong with being homeless. Like
yeah,
there isn't.
yeah. There isn't.
No, it's not. But like, just call it what it is. You know what I mean?
You're
living
not a
in a
cyborg,
van. Yeah,
dog.
you're not a cyborg, dog.
Well, I mean, like it's like how the homeless people think they're wizards or like like God or like.
But
That's a good mindset, but
Yeah.
it's not the right one.
I mean, like, yeah, I can either think I'm a robot or think I'm homeless and want to kill myself. So I think I'll go with the robot.
So if we needed you to and said, "Hey, we got a show in Fresno this day," we could pack up your van and go.
If you help with the gas, yeah.
Well, obviously,
Are
Yes.
you a good driver?
Yes.
that's a roadie right here, dude. That's a roadie right
I mean,
here.
I like driving. Though,
I
you
li-
know?
I
Would you
enjoy
Would you
driving,
be
too.
comfortable like letting Bad Neighbor drive too?
Yes.
Like
Oh,
on like
it's
trips?
perfect.
That'd be cool, dude.
That would be fun. Do you have a aux Bluetooth?
Bluetooth.
Oh, even better.
Oh, one issue, no AC.
Oh,
Also-
that's a
Also,
hey, hey,
also
stop.
wait, also wait. The front seatbelt doesn't work, and neither do the airbags. Any of them.
You lost me at no AC. You honestly did. 'Cause
There's
I
a
thought-
crack in the windshield as well. So.
Wait. So
dude,
how
you gotta
bad?
take it.
How bad is the like? What's wrong with the AC?
It just doesn't. I don't know. I don't know. I
Hold
don't
on,
know.
does it
just
just
doesn't
not
work.
blow cold,
Does not blow cold.
or does it not blow at all?
It does not blow cold.
Okay,
So it probably just needs
can
to
fix it.
recharge. Yeah.
We can
Okay
fix
then,
yeah.
you guys can fix that. Then.
Yeah.
There's also the safety concern of no
That's
seatbelts
the least
or-
of our worries.
That's
Okay.
an easy fix. Too,
Okay,
yeah.
that.
The
yeah.
AC's number one, honestly.
But
Well,
the
yeah.
the
AC's
airbags are also like the other thing.
AC's number one.
AC.
Before airbags,
AC's number one.
we could just roll the windows down. We're going.
don't
at,
give a fuck.
we're
No.
going
Dude,
60.
We're all almost 300 pounds. We
Oh, that's. I was just. We should consider that actually. We should not all be in the same vehicle.
yes, we should.
That
We-
dude,
we-
how much fucking we're getting your luggage and camera equipment and fucking.
Yeah, what's
How
weight
mu-
got to do with
That's like
it?
60 tons of weight on a car.
We've
Not
all-
even 1 ton.
We've all rocked.
Okay,
it
let's
in his
actually do
car.
the fucking math right now. How much is like all the camera equipment and shit you're gonna take?
right here. This is it, right here.
How much is that? How much do you
No,
think?
and then
It's
the
nothing.
speak. Like, let's say we gotta take
Oh,
the
so we have to
speakers,
take the
everything.
speakers
and
stuff?
luggage
That's like an extra 200 pounds, maybe.
It's almost an extra 3. It's another 3.
No.
and luggage. Luggage.
And with luggage, it's another 300.
probably, yeah, probably another body.
Yeah,
Okay, how much do you weigh?
250.
I'm 285.
I'm 280.
Okay.
Someone.
So relax, dude.
Hold
Just
on.
relax.
No, no, no,
We
I
can
wanna
run
do
it.
the math. I wanna
no,
do the math. I
No,
wanna
no,
do the
no,
math.
no, no. So
Anthony's also
It's really, it's
285.
really fun.
280.
It's really funny. It's gonna be a funny bit. Hold
Anthony's
on.
also 285.
280
Nathaniel's
oh,
150.
Give me your numbers again. I forgot.
285 plus 285 plus 250.
Plus
That's
250.
250.
plus 160.
Plus what? Nathaniel's not 160.
You think?
He's 200.
no, he
Yes,
is.
he
dude.
is.
See, I was
He's
thinking
200.
less.
He's 200.
All right. We'll
200?
put
He's
200.
6'7". Remember, he's 6'7". He has meaty thighs.
Is he really 6'7"?
He's 206 or
Yeah.
200.
All right, go ahead.
Yeah, he's 6'7".
so
So 200. And
Plus
then your weight.
300.
And then your weight. Nope.
I
Who the
meant to
fuck weighs 2,000? This kid gets under pressure quick. And then plus another 3.
Plus 3.
And then we're
100,
going to have
plus
snacks.
300.
Put 325. 325.
Oh, fuck.
Put 325 because we're going to have snacks.
That much snack? 25 pounds of snacks? Jesus Christ. No, that makes sense.
I slid that one in.
That makes sense.
How much?
1,025.
1625.
That's
Not
almost
even 1 ton.
That's almost
not
about
even
the
1 ton. It's not even 1 ton.
Yeah. We'd have to take 2 elevators.
Yeah.
But
no, elevators take up to 3,000 pounds.
Nathaniel is for sure sitting in the middle seat.
Yeah. Well, he'd have to sit either in the front seat or in the second row.
He honestly
needs to stretch out.
prediction he's probably gonna want the entire like back row seats to himself because
yeah.
it is pretty cramped back there. So I guess it would be more.
But it's like this, right?
Practical
So
to
like
get
the
back.
way the seats are, so it's like if I'm driving, there's a passenger, and then those are captain chairs, right? And then there's a center console, and then behind you is 2 captain chairs, right? And you all a walkway
Or
in
is it
between.
a bench?
No.
Or is
It's
it
a
a bench?
It's a Santa Fe. It's a.
Hyundai?
That I don't know.
So it's just like it's like a shuttle kind of.
So I'm asking you, is there? So how do you get?
There's
So how do you get into the third row?
you either push down the seat and then the people get in and then you push up the seat, or you could get in from the back that lifts up.
So it's 2 benches.
Yes.
Oh, so you could technically fit 8 motherfuckers in there.
Yeah, but we were considering the luggage and all that.
Yeah.
and,
But even then, because the third row doesn't pop up. Because I used to have a Santa Fe.
Because you know, like ones that fucking with the captain's chairs right there, then you could have someone sit bitch in the very back, but they got a lot of room. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? So it's basically the same as my parents' fucking Mazda.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Be cramped like a motherfucker.
Yeah. I mean, if we went on tour, we could probably
We'd
get a
have to-
Sprinter van. We could probably get a Sprinter
We
van.
couldn't get a good one. We'd have to get like a shitty one.
Yeah, like you know,
Like one that was used to use in high school.
like a normal one, you know? Yeah,
Yeah,
not
like
like
a
a
Ford
BMW one.
E350.
Yeah. But those are good enough.
Dude, that's what I want to get eventually. I think they're like 10 grand.
That'd be dope, dude.
That's a couple shows. We could do it.
We have to start.
Pay for the van. We have to start saving now. We have a down payment.
Nah, we wait. Patience.
I know.
Patience.
We want to pay it cash. We don't want
All
no
right.
credit.
So, being the intern, what does being? So you never answered. What does being the intern mean to you? Like what it was, you know? And quit hiding behind the microphone, dude.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm
put
just-
the,
I was
put the
just
microphone
resting.
down.
Yeah.
You talk into
Um,
it, but don't
look,
put your hands down.
yeah.
I'm just moving. I'm
You're
sorry.
hiding your
Relax,
face.
dude. All right.
Do you want me to answer seriously or like for the funny podcast? Or?
Just answer it however
This is
you're
a
gonna
real.
answer
Just
it.
be
Yeah.
real.
It's fun.
What does being the intern mean to you?
It means it's fun. And
What
I
do you
like
feel like your
doing it.
responsibilities
like
are?
what do
as
you
the
feel you're
intern?
supposed to do?
Um,
What do you feel like? What do you? Okay, so two-part question. What do you feel like you should do, and what do you feel like you want to do, and what do you feel like you can do? 3-part question.
well, I help out a lot with like writing or like coming up with ideas. Like whenever you guys need like an idea or something,
Okay.
I'll help out like write a joke or like a roast or like so like Anthony or Rivers.
Yeah.
He calls me randomly and he'll just like tell me about different bits.
Hold
he
on.
has.
Does Rivero tell you he's in Bad Neighbor?
No. Oh wait,
Rivers or Howdigi? Our Anthony or the other Anthony?
other Anthony.
Oh man, you're helping the enemy.
Oh, I thought they were related to you guys. I thought you guys were like all like a little
Fuck
thing.
no.
Oh.
That's our retarded JV team.
Oh, well, I guess I've been.
He's thinking Jojitsu's Bad Neighbor.
I think it should be.
I mean, I just you guys would. Oh, I always saw you guys together, like at the well or like
Yeah,
the
we
Blitz
hang
or
out.
whatever. So I was like,
no
oh,
bad
they're-
blood. We just support.
well, I just assumed you guys were all, whatever. Well, I guess nothing then. I'm joking. It's really. What was the question?
You help people write.
Okay, so what do you think? the
What do you
intern-
think? Let's go with this one
Yeah.
first. What do you think your responsibilities are?
I think my responsibilities are assisting in as many ways as I can and making your guys' process of communicating and delivering your service or product or whatever, you know, your podcast, comedy shows or whatever. It's my responsibility to ensure you guys have an easier process of doing that.
Okay. And what would you want to contribute? Like, what would you like as like from like your heart of hearts contribute to it?
Well, I've always wanted like I really like the idea of I like this setup of like I go home or I wake up, I get told what project we're working on, and then we go to someone's house or like go to this like place or like go to this set or like go to this club or whatever. Like I want to end up working in movies and like writing and stuff.
Nice.
So like that's like this mirrors that kind of, and it's kind of like preparation for that. So I forgot the question. I forgot.
No, that was pretty good. That was pretty good.
Pretty
that was
on with
good.
it.
Yeah, that's cool, man. Like, because we do have like behind the scenes, like people are like, oh man, like do, but like we're working pretty fucking consistently, like every fucking day. You know what I mean? Like not all day, not 40 hours a week. You know, maybe.
But every day something has to get done.
Yeah, every day. Like I think we're finding that out more and more as we go along. Is like, oh shit, like things need to get done. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it's like, and it's the consistency I think that has led to our success. Is that we're consistently at the mics. We're consistently like putting in work. We're consistently like just trying to do everything that we can to better us. But then we're also consistently having fun with it. You know what I mean? Like when we did the shoot for the training day thing.
Yeah.
Like I missed that shit. That shit was so fun, and it was so cool to see the difference in between. Because I think maybe before that, I don't know if it was just me, but not things were getting stale, but things were like just like
the promos got lazy.
Yeah, like we're like, oh fuck, well, like it was like real dragging on, you know. And there's a lot of other things I think going on with people and shit like that, you know, like a little bit of growing pains and shit. And then when we did that shoot, it was like, okay, cool. Like everybody knows what they're doing. Everyone knows how to get it. And like it was perfect. It was executed perfectly, I think. And I think it was the best one that we've done.
Right. The crazy thing is I heard this from a lot of people. It was kind of like them trying to shit on us and whatnot. Was like, oh, you guys are just ripping shit off from movies. I'm like, that. Yeah, we are.
Yeah.
But the thing is, like, we're making it like we are ripping off. We're ripping off the concept. Is like, first of all, we're a fan of these movies.
Yeah.
We all like seen this shit. We love them. We're a fan of them. And we're just kind of making it. I was like, oh, this would be good, but we're not like, oh, let's just reenact it. It's like we're doing this because we need to do it as a promo.
Yeah, and it's like it's catering to something familiar. You know, hopefully people could see it. You know, and then like everyone gets a care, and then like it was fucking perfect, dude. Like I thought of it, you know, and then I watched it, and I'm like, dude, I look just like the fucking that dude. The
you
Mexican
look just like him.
He's Indian.
Is he really?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
But he plays a bunch of Mexican roles too, so it's like, dude, and it kind of because like I
he's like the dude who played La Bamba. He's Filipino.
Yeah. See, so it's like you could like. It was just so cool, you know, and then fucking Nathaniel with the shirt looked just like Ethan Hawke, you know what I mean? Like he looked good enough, you know, like a fucking classic clean cut white guy, you know what I mean? Like it was so fucking perfect, dude. Like it was so perfect. And then Anthony being the shirtless guy, where it was so funny. It was so bad neighbor
for some reason.
It was perfect, dude. It was so perfect, man. And that's what I love about this shit is that like is the process of everything that we do here is it's so easy. Not easy, but it's like everything like, okay, here's what we need to do, and then everything kind of gets refined until like we have something and everyone's in, boom, and it's like you know when it hits, and it's like boom, all right, let's run with it. That went from concept to shot to posted in like 3 days. It was a lot. Yeah, in like 2 days, but that's dope, dude.
Yeah, it's nice to see like, and the thing is like I'm learning with the whole process is like, oh, it's a super collaborative thing. It's not very much like this is one person's idea. It has to be set in stone this way. You were even there for the shoot. Like you saw, we were changing shit up in the middle of it. It wasn't like a huge change to it, but it was like little changes, like here and there. Like Anthony with the Uno cards was like, let me just stuff them all in my hat.
Yeah. Or Anthony with the fact he's like, hey, let's get Uno cards, and like that makes it even
like
funnier.
Let's just do the Uno cards. So it's like it's just we have one goal. But let's like punch it up throughout, so it like has like a main goal. That's where like some people I want them like when some of us come up with ideas, I want us to understand like, hey, let's come with the goal. Let's just start doing it.
Yeah.
Let's just start doing it, and then we'll fucking punch it up from there and whatnot. Just have a goal, and that's it.
Yeah.
Pretty much like just have an end game, and we'll make sure we get to that end game.
Yeah.
You know, that's what I've been learning throughout us making promos and just shit like that.
I'm excited, dude. So like you were talking about like going on the road and shit. I think by summer we should, like next summer,
Yeah,
we should try and plan like a fucking tour, like
a small little one.
yeah, like a up and down California or something like that, dude. Like figure out something that we could take on the road
Yeah,
and do it.
I think it would be fun.
I think that would be dope. Or even like spring break. You know what I mean? Like do
Just like a
something.
little week or two.
Yeah, something.
I think it'll be fun. We just got to find places to do it at, because it kind of, that's something I always want to ask headliners when they come to Bakersfield, when they come to the club. It's like, how do you start doing the road?
Yeah.
A lot of these guys tell me, it was like the one where most recent, like Steve Fury told me, I was like, you just got to make connections, dude. He was like, a lot of times you just got to make connections.
And
with guys.
that's what we're doing, dude. Like
Yeah.
Like, I want to take you over to Vegas and shit. You love it, dude. Like, the scene over there. Like, I did a couple open mics, and they're super cool. You know what I
Right.
mean? Like, they're open mic comedians, you know what I mean? Not, like, in a derogatory way, but they're, like, putting in the fucking work.
Right.
You know what I mean? And San Francisco was fucking dope, too. They're, like, and there's so many fucking mics there, dude. It's dope. Like, and it's cool, like, just, like, seeing people around and shit, you know what I mean? And you're like, okay, like, you know, like, you get put into, like, these, like, comedy networks and shit on Facebook that you don't have. And, it's dope. It's just cool, like, to be like a part of a community. It seems like.
Right. I think very much it's like also too, you said there's one of two ways to do the road. It's either you know guys and make connections, or you just put out targeted ads to that city or whatever.
Yeah.
So like that's actually interesting to like think of that way. Yeah, I never thought of that before. It's like you just go to Fresno. You just throw ads out on them. You know what I mean?
Well, like let's say
Fresno.
You go to like Cobb's on a Wednesday,
Right.
right, on an off day, a Thursday or some shit like that, and they go, oh shit, they go fucking people go to Cobb's every day.
Yeah.
You know, they go just to see what's going on there. You know what I mean? And you put a targeted ad out, like you said, fucking $100 ad, and put it fucking a 5-mile radius from Cobb's or whatever the fuck, or however we figure out how you do that.
Right.
You know, and you know, you're gonna get people there that be like, oh shit, I'm down the street from Cobb. This looks cool. You know what I mean?
Right.
And like we put a video on. It's the same thing that we do here. Like we got like I think we tallied up from us four. And it was maybe like
20 something
for all four of us. That was it, or each?
Because I knew 3 people. You knew the most.
Yeah.
Which was
Like 17.
Yeah. And then Anthony knew 13.
Yeah.
And I only knew 3.
And then Nathaniel probably brought 4 or 5 people
Probably
with
4 or
him.
5.
Yeah. So we're talking like 30 people. And
Out of so it was
133.
100 people.
Yeah.
We didn't know.
Yeah. So you assume that they either got it from the well or the targeted ads.
Yeah.
Those are the only 2 ways that they would have got it.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So it's working, dude. Like whatever we're doing is working, and it's like it's not like we came up with it or nothing like that. Like I was just helping Rivers with he was asking me how to do the targeted ads and shit like that, and I was kind of walking him through it over the phone, and it's like, fuck, dude. Like this is just what we've done, and this is just what has been showed to me. Like I didn't just think this up out of nowhere. Like, you know, like Dan fucking came in and told us how to do this, and like I looked up, researched it, and I really like doing that stuff. I like seeing the analytics, and I like doing stuff like that, and it's fun to me. Like, you know, like I get excited about stuff like that, and it's cool to like tell someone else how to do it. You know what I mean? Like to show someone else how to do it.
It's definitely it's definitely a different thing. Like I don't like the idea of people thinking that we're closed off to wanting to help people. I'm more than willing to always help people out whenever they have shit going on. Like even like out of town, like Alex Khan has a show coming up.
Yeah.
And I was like, hey dude, do you need me to just go? Like, cause I was like trying to explain. Like I was telling Luz, she had a fucking show out here that not many people showed up for. She had 20 something pre-sales. And she was like, I don't know what's going on. Like I have a show that's already halfway sold out in Arizona, but I can't sell nothing in Bakersfield. I was like, dude, Bakersfield's like stuck in like the early 2000s. Or like late 90s, early 2000s. You have to walk around and give flyers away.
Yeah.
For some reason, that just helps.
Yeah.
You know, we didn't do it as much for the Steve Fury show, but we definitely had a couple posters around.
Yeah.
Like we had you just have to get up, put them around somewhere.
I think too is like we've done it enough now that I think I don't know if this is just like delusional or something like that, you know, but like we are starting to get a little bit known in Bakersfield, period. You know what I mean? Like as far as like if people want entertainment, the Well Comedy Club is starting to get known, and when you hear that, you hear Well Comedy Club first, and the second thing you hear is Bad Neighbor. You know what I mean? Which is dope. Is dope.
That's pretty cool. I haven't experienced it yet. You know.
I feel, but you could feel it. You know,
Feel
what I mean?
something.
Like I haven't really experienced it. You know what I mean? But like you could feel it. We're obviously doing something.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like there's something that we're consistently putting bodies. You know what I mean?
Well, that's my biggest formula because I'm super with the thing Nate Bargatze said. Who could stand in the rain the longest?
Yeah.
That's how I feel is the most accurate way to go about shit is just sticking it out and standing there as long as you can. And that, like, with that being said, is just being consistent on, like, keeping shit going and, like just basically having a good flow all the time.
Yeah. Even when you don't want to.
Yeah, like, fuck, dude. Not to shit on the guy, but during Mark Hurtado's show, nobody fucking wanted to do that show.
Yeah.
It's not even in a bad way. It's like, dude, we were tired.
Yeah, we didn't.
We were fucking tired.
Yeah, we got railroaded into it, and
Yeah.
and then we fucking all got together and got a little pumped up enough to be like, all right, let's do this.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
It wasn't our best turnout, but we still had a good turnout.
Yeah.
Like, even Dan like told us like people would have been excited about that turnout.
Well, I'm not familiar with the situation.
So that one was pretty much, it was like not told to us, but we had
It was told to us.
oh fucking error.
How long has it been in there for?
Just a couple seconds. It's about to die. But we didn't get like pretty much like we got given that date and was told like make something happen out of it. So
and
that's
on like short notice, on like what, like a week notice.
fuck
10 days?
2
10
week
days.
Yeah, 10 days, 2
10
week
days.
notice.
And we had just came off of something. I had a buddy pass away.
Yeah, right before that.
Yeah, right before, probably a couple days after that.
So nobody was fucking excited for that.
Yeah, and it was, yeah.
It was just not a rough go. It was just fuck, dude. Like, it's like we just came off this high one. We just came off of a live show. That's what it was.
Yeah.
And then we were supposed to go do this show now. I was like, fuck, dude. Like, we just got done, like, throwing one pretty much.
Yeah.
And that's how I knew it was going to happen. It was like, if we threw shows in the same month, it would have been the problem.
But it wasn't even a problem. We
made it happen.
Yeah, 60 people.
But dude, it was an exhausting time. That one was the one where I felt so exhausted.
Yeah.
But it's shit you learn about, man. You'll stick around long enough and learn that, like, our formula, there's no, like, you will figure out. So I don't know if you feel this way, Julian, but I don't know what the fuck we're doing.
No.
There's no formula. We don't have a recipe.
I know what I want to do.
That's exactly what it is. We all know what we want to do, but we don't know what we're fucking doing.
Yeah.
To build up to.
We're just like, let's see if this sticks. Like, this is what we're told works. And then we put our own spin on it. You know what I mean? Like, we promote a video. We, I don't know. Like, we kind of do a culmination of a lot of different things.
And that's what I think I like is we're all fans of certain comics who are actually really successful. We kind of look up to these certain guys, and we see what they did or like what they're doing now. We're like, let's just kind of do what they're doing.
Yeah, like I see.
Obviously, it's working.
Like I see like cool shit like Pipe Dreams and shit like that. Like having like the block party on and shit like that. And then like you come over. So what is this fucking bad neighbor? In the,
what is this Bad Neighbor in 4 years?
But that's how I feel. Like I look at it and I get inspiration from stuff like that. Like I was what was I watching? What was I watching? And it was like something kind of, it was like a indie game developer, or it was it was something, you know. And no, it was the And One.
Oh, the And One mixtape.
Yeah, the And One mixtape tour. There's like a documentary that they have. So it was like I was watching it, and like they were just like guys that went to like Harvard and like kind of like played ball and shit, and they like grew up in New York or whatever. And they played a lot of street basketball and shit like that. And none of them were really like exceptional at basketball, so they didn't like play crazy. So they had the idea of like, hey man, let's like put these shirts on, and they put like all these like kind of like things that people say and
like trash talk. They put
like trash talk on shirts. You know what I mean? And one is like a trash talk too. Is like you foul like and one motherfucker, like, you know. But like it caught fire. Like in their first year they lost money. In their second year they did like 1.3 million in sales or something like that. And then just like off an idea like they saw something, they're like, yo, like let's market this, like let's take a tour of this shit, you know, like, and it's just like they don't know what the fuck they're doing, but they know what they want to do, and they're like, let's just do it. Like they made bootleg VHS tapes, fucking and one mixtapes, and sold them on the streets out of boxes and trunks and shit like that. And fucking 3 Harvard graduates doing that shit, you know? And it's like when I see stuff like that, it's inspiring to me, because it's like coming out of like nothing, you know. It didn't add bad, like everyone kind of settled with a bunch of money, but you know, it's like just the fact that you can do something like that as like that grassroots of it, of like let's do, like it's like that punk kind of thing, you know. Hip hop and punk are like 2 sides of the same coin, you know what I mean? It's just grungy and shit like that, and I just love shit like that, you know what I mean?
Right. Yeah, it's just built. It's DIY.
Yeah.
Whenever you make shit DIY, dude, for some reason it feels a lot better, because there's nobody involved who's like trying to corrupt shit. Yeah. And that's why I'm very glad like we stuck with it. Like we could have gone to the club and let them like oh, do this instead of that. Don't fucking put your dicks out on stage anymore or whatever.
Hey,
don't take your shirt off anymore on stage. So it's like we could have let it gotten corrupted.
The best that I think I'll remember for fucking, I hope for the rest of my life, is when we're going and we show up the day before the first live, and we're just kicking it there with Dan, and we're moving the couches. We're moving the couches on stage.
I would never forget this either.
And Dan looks at us and goes,
"All this
for 20 people."
Not even, he said all this for 8 people.
Yeah, all this for 8 people.
And you know what happened? He walked in the next fucking day. It was on a Friday.
He walked in that night. He walked in that night.
Walked in that night. He showed up like I think in the middle of our second act set.
Yeah.
He walked in. There's like 80 people in the room.
At least, dude.
And then I put my arm on his shoulder and I said, 10 people, huh?
Yeah.
And then this last one we did. Dan came up to me, was like, you guys broke fucking numbers on that one. I was like, that's what happens when you fucking tell me some shit.
Yeah.
He went up because we were sitting at the table and stressed out, dude. We had 20 tickets sold on Thursday night. 20 tickets sold Thursday night for that Steve Fury show. And I was honest with Dan, I was like, we got 20 tickets sold. He was like, well, with your guys' record in history, you probably sell 60 tickets at the door and maybe 80. Fucking, I checked Eventbrite Saturday and it was like 85. I screenshot it, sent it to Dan, and I was like, fuck you and your 80. That's the podcast. Bye, guys.
Thank you, Schmarko.
Yep. We were recording.